So I'm going to take you through one, explain everything very carefully, and then if you got the hang of it, like always, you can just go ahead and start working quietly, individually on the other ones. So let's get started. Can you start by writing an equation, or writing two equations for this problem? So just like we've been practicing on Monday and Tuesday. So we purchased balloons and cupcakes, so before it was like currants and boats or something like that, or cherry pies, pumpkin pies. So we're always purchasing two things and trying to find out what the cost is of both of those things. So you have two variables you're always looking for. So that has not changed. Okay. So using that, can you write the two equations?
No.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and write both equations. Just like we did with the pie problems and the tickets and all that. 4 balloons, 6 cupcakes, 4 balloons, 6 cupcakes, and that adds up to that much. What about the second one? What did you get for the second one?
5B.
5B. And what else? 8C equals 34. So the translating is very much the same. So this first part is going to be the same. Now, step 1 just says to write the equations, and step 2 here says go ahead and solve them. So we can figure out what do we want to cancel out, the B's or the C's? What's the smallest number that 4 and 5 go into? What's the smallest number that 6 and 8 go into? So I think 20 is the smallest number that 4 and 5 go to, and 24 is the smallest number that 6 and 8 go into. So I'm going to go with the smaller number. So I want to eliminate the B's. So I'm going to multiply the top by negative 5 and the bottom by positive 4. You guys know the rest. This is just a routine by now. So go ahead and just write down the two equations. I'm going to write it down on number 2 because that's where it says to solve. 5 times 6. Negative 5 times 6 is negative 30. See? And 5 times 26. So if you have a calculator, you can use that. Otherwise, just go off to the side and write it out. 130. Don't forget the negative. So I multiply those tops. Now I do the same thing with the bottom. 20B. 4 times 8. 32. 4 times 34. 136. There we go. Add them up. We have 2C equals 6. And we can divide by 2. So C, cupcakes. Does this mean 3? $3 cupcakes or $3, or what does this mean? So always look at the question, what we're trying to find out. All right. Find the cost, right? Find the cost. So this is dollars. Now let's plug it back into the top one. Actually, let's plug it back into one of the original ones. I'm going to use this blue one, or pink one. This is the pink one. Same equation. You can use either. So we got 4b plus 6 times 3 equals 26. So 4 times the cost of the balloons plus $18 is $26. So that means the cost of the 4 balloons, you subtract 18 on both sides. 26 minus 18, 8. So 4 balloons cost $8, then each balloon costs $2. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Next part, check your solution. So I'm going to use the other equation right here. I'm going to use that to check. So I'm going to plug in my B and my C, and I'm trying to get 34. If I get 34, I got it right. If I don't get 34, something is wrong. So 5 times B, B is 2, plus 8 times C, and C is 3. And our question is, does it equal 34? So 10 plus 24, and 10 plus 24 is 34. So we got 34 equals 34. So yes, it works out. I have the right answer. Now, that's been pretty normal up to this point, but now there's a few more questions. So now that we actually have how much the cupcakes and the balloons cost, let's figure out some totals. So if we're trying to find 10 balloons and 4 cupcakes, how much do they cost each? Let's see what we get. So 10 balloons would cost how much? So it's $2 a piece, right? So 10 balloons at $2 a piece, and 4 cupcakes at $3 a piece. So $20 worth of balloons, $12 worth of cupcakes. So altogether we have $32 for 10 balloons and 4 cupcakes. It'd be $32. So we'll get an answer up here, and then we'll have to use that answer whenever we get down on number 4 to get a different total altogether. And then lastly, what if we only bought cupcakes, so no balloons, only bought cupcakes that are $3 a piece? How many could you get for $40? What's the most number of cupcakes you can get if you have $40 and each cupcake costs $3? So, what do you think? You can do this a couple different ways. You could say, okay, 1 cupcake is $3. 2 cupcakes would be $6, and you just keep on going until you get right before $40. Or what's another way? You may figure out a different way of doing that. It might be faster. $12 will give us 4 cupcakes. How about, instead of doing this repeated addition, how about we just divide it? See how many times 3 goes into 40. Right, now we can't go over, so we want to stay under. So 3 goes into 4 one time, right, and then 3 goes into 10 3 times, and then we'll have some decimal left over. So we don't care about the decimal because we can't get a decimal of a cupcake. So yeah, it's true. If we can buy 13 cupcakes at $3 a piece, right? And 13 cupcakes at $3 a piece would be $39. So I don't go over $40 and I get as many as possible. I only have $1 left over, which I can't get another cupcake with. So I know I got the greatest number of cupcakes possible, and I didn't go over $40. So you can just do a little division, or any method you want, you can figure out. Okay, you can buy 13 cupcakes. Alright, so that's one problem all the way through. And the rest of them are very similar. Like we have a hockey game that's here for the Ducks game, which they won yesterday. So they got hockey tickets and hot dogs, but you're always buying two things. So you have frozen yogurt, and we have the topping. For here, very similar. And you just keep on going. You're just going to go through each one of these, and you're going to work on this today and tomorrow. So this will be due by the end of class tomorrow. Remember, we have a short day today. But they're all basically the same, and of course, we'll be around to answer any questions if we have them. Coffee and bagels, whatever it might be. As long as you have two numbers, two answers you're looking for, that's what you use these type of equations to solve. All right. You'll work. If you have anything else that's from Monday or Tuesday, you can turn that in right now if you have it done.